Holy shit, it's me. Hi. Hey. I like the music in that countdown. It makes it seem like something major's about to fucking happen here, but it's just fucking me. Can everybody hear me? We got some comments already. Put some comments in there if everybody can hear me. Oh, Vapor Dreams, hello from Corpus Christi, Texas. That's very, very close to me in Houston, Texas. I got to say, we got some early comments here. I got to throw these out there real quick. Ivan says, when this live stream started, it'll be 2 a.m. in my country, damn it. And I apologize, Ivan, that that's the case, but I also am very happy that you even give a damn that you're going to miss it. So, awesome. And look, we got people in here. Nicholas Fisher, what's up, old head? Kuba Staniszewski. That's close, right? Hey, what up, man? What's up? Chill dude on the couch. Sir, how are you? Hello from Miami. Ooh, bienvenida. Miami, right? You know? Dan says hello from Denver, Colorado. Water Dive 122 says checking into the game. All right, cool. This is awesome. So, cool. So this is hold on. I'm trying to figure out if I look okay. I gotta go. Not me, not my face, but I want to make sure that like everything looks fine screen wise. It looks good. Cool. Let's continue this shit. So, holy shit, Andy Fearnley, yeah. Greetings from the UK. Hello. So you're up late. It's 1 a.m. over there or something like that. So those of you who are up late, damn, Marcelo, good vibes from Brazil. Thank you. So this is already great. Cheers from Poland. Fucking A, man. So this was supposed to be a live stream with me and the barbecutioner from Chromium Dioxide, but he was unable to make it tonight because his number one priority in life, being a dad, took over. So he's being one of the good dads and taking care of his actual important duties in life, which have nothing to do with fucking me. Not fucking me, but you know what I mean. Shit, that was an oddly placed fucking. Anyway, so he had to cancel, and at first I was like, all right, well I'll just postpone it and I won't do anything. But then I decided, you know what, I feel like I should just come on anyway. It's the very first night of 2022, and I thought that maybe I would just see if anybody's out there. Anybody out there? Anybody give a shit that I'm here? And a lot of you are here. Look, greetings from Colombia. Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you. That's fucking great. So, I'm here, and I don't really have a plan. So you guys in the chat here are going to be very important. Now, if you're watching this in the future, thank you for watching this. I'm sorry that you weren't able to see it when it was live, but maybe next time. But hopefully this will be enjoyable to people who are watching this in the future. Also, Red Black Metalhead says, checking in from Adelaide, Australia. What time is it in Australia right now? I feel like it's like in the middle of the night in Australia right now, but I might be wrong. But either way, thank you all for whatever time it is for being here. This is awesome. I was a little bit worried. I'm like, is anybody going to even show? This was kind of last minute, and it's just me. So Water Dive asks, is this another stream of consciousness or something like that? Yeah, essentially that's what this is going to be, because I had kind of a plan with Phil, aka the barbecutioner, but now it's just this. And so I've decided what I'm going to do here is I'm going to maybe do a Q&A with whoever's in the chat if you want to ask some questions, but also I'm going to take this opportunity to do like a welcome to 2022. What are we looking forward to? What's going to happen this year? I've got a list. I wrote down some albums that I heard were going to be released this year, and a few other things. Yes, Water Dive Productions. I remember Barbecutioner. He was on your last live stream. Yes, and he will be on future live streams as well. We have plans to make that a regular thing Just wasn't able to happen tonight. So this is the second time Water Dive brought up the live stream of consciousness, which is the only other time I've done a live stream alone. And honestly, like it's weird. Like as much as I do videos by myself, it feels very weird going live by myself. Hold on. Dan says, looking forward to the new Obituary album. That's not even on my list. I didn't know that was a thing. Yes, absolutely. That last Obituary album was great. So that's cool. Also tonight, I'm repping the town I live in, the Karbach Brewery from Crawford Bach. In fact, I'm going to be trying a few different beers from their greatest hits box set. Just because I like supporting local breweries, especially in Houston. Like I moved to Houston almost 2 years ago now, and I like to support my city. That so far I really like this city much more than Austin, where I used to live. Jimmy Page, what's up? How are you doing? Happy New Year. All right, cool. Water Dive. I'm ready for the new Megadeth album. All right, so let's jump into it, because Megadeth is one of the albums that's supposed to be coming out in 2022, and I don't know how many of you heard the little short snippet that Dave Mustaine. Why couldn't I think of his name? This is my first beer, and honestly, like I was like, that sounds pretty cool. I'm a little bit skeptical about a lot of modern thrash, as a lot of you know, and a lot of old school bands trying to do thrash still now, because a lot of times it just seems really sort of empty. Ivan, I'm glad you were able to make it, since it's 2 a.m. there. So thank you very much for making it here. Happy New Year. Croatia. Man, we are international. You don't understand. Like, I am a dude that I've traveled outside of Texas, my home state, 2 or 3 times, never out of the country. So the fact that there are people over in other parts of the world like this, Beat Keller, hello from Switzerland. Holy shit. And then, yo, I am here from Canada. Oh my God. This. It makes me feel good that you guys are out there and you want to watch this. Mr. Immortal, do you think it's going to be like Dystopia or more experimental? I don't think it's going to be more experimental. I think it might be more thrashy, the new Megadeth album. Because from what I heard, it sounds like he's like, okay, people want a thrash album from me. Let's fucking do it. So seems like that's what it's going to be. So for me, let's start off with me. Let's talk about me. It's my live stream. My plans for 2022, I have, number one, I'm going to continue doing old head stuff. I'm going to continue doing videos. I'm going to continue doing Cranked and Ranked, the podcast, and continuing the video versions of Cranked and Ranked, so you can either listen to it or you can watch it on YouTube. Continue doing Old Bollocks with Howard H. Smith from Acid Rain. Start doing a sort of a regular live stream thing with the Barbecutioner. If that ends up working out, I'd like to do that as well, along with my normal shit that I already did on the Old Head channel. And hold on. Water Dive says, I live in the Blue Ridge Appalachian Mountains of Western North Carolina. Awesome. That sounds nice. When will you do a Testament Cranked and Ranked, Mr. Immortal? Funny that you should ask. That is coming in 2022. So yes, that will happen. But also, I'm gonna do a little plug real quick. So as of today, I have merch. You can buy merch. You can buy Old Head merch. You can buy Cranked and Ranked merch. Eventually it'll show up in my YouTube channel, and I'll be able to, and probably on Instagram and other things too. But if you go to oldhead.myspreadshop.com, that's myspreadshop.com. Oldhead.myspreadshop.com. There's Spreadshop. Fuck, whatever. There is merch, all kinds of merch for you. If anyone wants to buy any merch, if anybody wants to wear a shirt with my ugly mug on it, or get a beautiful mug that you can drink coffee out of, it is. They're all there. There's trucker caps there. There's we got some aprons if you guys do any barbecuing or anything like that. That's there. fuck, you can even buy a fucking teddy bear wearing an Old Head shirt. I mean, come on. There you go. Or it's a dog. It's a stuffed dog. The teddy bear is for Cranked and Ranked. Anyway, a lot of merch. So oldhead.myspreadshop.com. That's it. That's me plugging my shit. J Plus, what's up, sir? Just boring old Delaware here. Hi. I'm in Delaware. There you go. At least at least your state has a cool Wayne's World quote that comes along with it. Raul says, hi from Southern California. Just finished taking down all the Christmas lights. Yeah. Now it's time to crack some beers and relax. Cheers. Hope everyone's doing well. Hi, Old Head. Hello. Chicago. Man, Chicago checking in. This is fucking great, guys. Thank you all for being here. Also, another thing that I'm going to do, before we start getting into like albums and stuff, I want to get this out of the way. Because I decided to do something. When I was trying to figure out what I wanted to do with this live stream, I was like, well, what's something special that I can do? So some of you may know that along with doing the Old Head shit and Cranked and Ranked and all of that, I'm also a musician, songwriter, performer. I've done that since I was 17 years old, so it's been a really long time. And I do music on my own under the name Supporting Actor. And some of you may know it because the music you hear at the beginning of the Old Head videos is a supporting actor song, and the music you hear at the beginning of Cranked and Ranked, also a supporting actor song. And so I decided I have 2022 is gonna be me releasing a mini album, and I'm 98% done with the music part of it. And then I'm going to be doing vocals, lyrics, and then releasing it as soon as it's fucking ready to go. But I thought tonight, as a treat for you guys, or a punishment if you think it fucking sucks, I'm going to play you guys 30 seconds of a new supporting actor song. Now, keep in mind, for those of you who've never heard my shit and you watch my channel, it's not thrash, because I love thrash metal, but I've never really... That's not how I feel musically. My shit's very more heavy alternative, grungy at times. I don't know. I'm going to play a little bit of it, and then you let me know what you think about it. So I'm going to see if this works, because this is like a new thing for me, trying to get this to work. So I'm going to throw this up here. 30 seconds of a new supporting actor song. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. So fuck, man. Here we go. Okay, sorry. Am I back? All right, so yeah, so there you go. That's all I'm willing to play right now, because when I do new music, I'm very I make music for me, really. I make shit that I would like to hear and shit that I'm proud of. I'm not really worried about what everybody else thinks, because I've released 2 EPs and 2 singles, and most people don't fucking even know that they exist out there. If you go to your Spotify's and Apple Music and all that shit, if you look up supporting actor, my shit's there. Hold on, I got some. Let's see some comments here. Nice. Do you play all instruments, or are there other band members? It's all just me. So that's why it's not really amazing. Children on the couch. I dig it. Old Head sounds very Helmet. That is a compliment. Helmet is a very big influence in what I do. Exploring with ASMR. Hello. Says good start. And I'll take this. That's some metal horns there. Nicholas Fisher, I should pick up some merch for my birthday tomorrow. Turning 20. Oh my God, you're a young pup, but you have so much cool shit ahead of you. So I wish I was still, I don't want to be 20 again. I'd like to be 30 again. Yeah. 20s, my 20s were a very confusing time. But yeah, thank you. Sounds awesome. Thank you. Water Dive says, I love it. Sounds like Soundgarden and Alice in Chains had a collaboration. Wow. Thank you so much. That's a hell of a fucking compliment right there. Chill Dude, follow you on Spotify. Thank you. Yeah. Tom Thurston says, hi, old head friend. Just came on. Can you recap the whole first 15 minutes? Yeah, Barbecutioner couldn't be here tonight. We're going to talk about stuff that's coming in 2022. I'm going to be doing more videos on Old Head, and I'm going to be putting out new music under supporting actor. That's the song you just heard. Bye. Cool. Vapor Dreams says, where's the Give 'em Head shirt you promised on Correct Right? I mean, if you want that, I'll make the Give 'em Head shirt. But that, now that I think about it, that's actually a really good idea. Forthcoming, I'm going to be doing that. Let's see. That's nice. Guitar tone is pretty cool. What gear do you use? Honestly, like, I don't really like anyone picking apart. No offense, Kuba, but I don't like anybody picking apart what I'm doing, and I'm not a gearhead. Everything that I do is very simple. In fact, this whole little mini album that I've done, I literally let it happen. The songs I didn't try to flesh out the songs to make them longer when they didn't need to be. And I just sort of went with my gut with everything. I didn't even fucking change the strings on my guitar or the bass. I literally just tuned whatever was there, and everything just came out as it came out. And that's what it's going to be. It's intended to be a mini album that you listen to all the way through and then immediately want to start again. That instead of, nowadays with modern music, it's all very single oriented. Like, everyone wants to listen to a song. I'm like, well, that's great and all, but I'm intending this to be 8 tracks where it blows through and you want to listen to it again, hopefully. So look forward to that within the next few months. Let's see. Grunge Metal HD, really cool tone. Sounds like the same kind of tone as your intro song. Yep. I don't stray too far from the kind of shit that sounds good to me, so I keep that. Ivan says pure energy. Yeah, thank you. All right, let's hold on. Andy asks, sounds cool. What will the vocal style be? With me, it's if you listen to my other stuff, it's going to be shouty / singy. It really depends on what I decide to do. Sometimes a song makes me feel like I want to sing a nice melody that's very clear. Other times I just kind of want to scream. So it just depends. It depends on what the song needs. Whoa, dude, like Rain and Blood, but with a grungy mini album type of style. Yeah. Maybe like that. Like, it's not fast. Like, there are songs faster than what you just heard, but not that much. Like, it's very sludgy. Yeah. Anyway, Chill Dude on the couch says, those are the best type of albums, the one you want to listen to again. That's my point. Kyle Paris, are you going to get a couple physical releases available for sale? That really depends. I'm going to put it out digitally, and then if there's an interest in it, if I get a good response to it, because I'm so small, I'm small potatoes, folks. And so it will cost me a lot. So I may have to do like a GoFundMe or one of those things to get those made, because it costs a lot of money. And nowadays, making CDs and vinyl and all that stuff, like, that shit is, it takes a long time now, apparently. So yeah, eventually, hopefully, I don't know. I've had questions about that before, but I don't look at myself as a physical, I don't know. I would rather just things be out there for you to consume digitally if you want, and it's not taking up any space. Anyway, Water Dive 122. Did you get any albums for Christmas? No. I pretty much Christmas is about my daughter, and the only thing I got for Christmas, there was a video I posted of me unboxing the Failure box set with their first 3 albums, and that was it. That was my Christmas present to myself. Another drink. So anyway, that's my 2022. More Old Head merch. If you missed that, there's merch. Oldhead.myspreadshop.com for merch. And also new music, supporting actor, coming in the next few months or so. So, but let's talk about new shit coming out in 2022. Since I got people here fucking watching this shit. Holy fuck, man. Hold on. What did Water Dive get for Christmas? I got Hall of the Mountain King. Yeah. Keeper of the Seven Kings and Tales from Topographic Oceans. Is that... That's not Dream Theater. Who is that? And Destroyer. Destroyer as in Kiss Destroyer? And the Black Album on vinyl. Yeah, the Black Album. Yeah, man. Yes, let's get started. Yo, I'm here says new Voivod. I've already pre-ordered the new Voivod. I don't know if anybody's heard the new Voivod track, but it's fucking good. So here's the thing. So February is going to be a really big month for new releases. I don't know if anybody knows this. So number one, the fucking Corpse Grinder album is coming out. Anybody hear that solo Corpse Grinder song? That's going to be fun. That's going to be really fun. And so I'm looking forward to that. But and then of course this might not be a big thing with a lot of you out there, but the new Korn album, which is called Requiem, is coming out, and I'm very excited about that because I like Korn and I really liked their last album, so I'm looking forward to that. Napalm Death is releasing a new EP in February called Resentment is Always Seismic. A Final Throw of Throws EP. So apparently it's stuff that wasn't put on their last album, which, whatever, Napalm Death can put out anything, and I'm going to be fucking getting it. Hold on, we got some new... So, no, hold on. Will it be as fun as the stuff he did with Cannibal Corpse Violence Unimagined? I hope so. But I wanted to go to this right here. New Metallica. I doubt it. I would really hope so. I mean, every single year, I'm really hoping that I wake up one day and Metallica's like, surprise, we got a new album. But we'll see. I'm one of those people that whatever they're going to put out, I already signed up for the Vinyl Club for 2022, so I'll be doing videos about that. All right. New Destruction in April. All right, yeah. Red Black Metalhead. That's great. Chill Dude also pre-ordered the Korn vinyl. I did as well. Also, that's not it for February. So we have Voivod in February also, which is called, Synchro Anarchy. And then actually a modern band that I really like has a new album coming out. There's a band called Once Human. Their album Scarweaver's coming out, and they're like the most modern sounding band I even like. It's got this dude Logan. I can't pronounce his last name. He used to be in Machine Head, and he's in a lot of other shit. He's a dude that you see a lot of places. But their sound's really fucking cool, but very modern. But I do like Once Human. Did you know there's a new Immolation album? I heard about that as well. That's fucking cool. Yo, I am here. It has been 6 years since Hardwired. I know, but like they're not in a hurry. I'm in a hurry. They're not. Water Dive says, I hear Anthrax is releasing a new album soon, but is it being released this year? The rumor is yes, it's being released this year. And I'll be all over that shit when it happens. Same thing with Stevan. Well, I'm not going to pronounce your last name, but it's, that's because I'm American. I can't pronounce shit. New Anthrax would be nice this year. I agree. Do you expect new Metallica near end of this year? No, I honestly I'm not going to expect new Metallica because they haven't even started recording anything. And I think they're still in the early stages of like riff compiling, because the way that they write stuff is they have a shitload of fucking riffs between like James and Kirk, and then they get together with Lars and they arrange shit, and it takes a lot of time for them to do shit. But yeah, I don't think it's going to happen this year. Vapor Dreams, new creator, that's on my list as well. So hold on. So over on for those of you who aren't a member of the Old Head Facebook group, which is called Old Head Bangers and Beyond, the Facebook page Thrash Metal Family posted a picture where they had listed all of these upcoming albums from this year. And so let me read some of these to you guys. These are the ones that I'm excited about. That I didn't know that these were all supposed to come out, but some of these are exciting to me. Anthrax, obviously. New Algebra. So if you guys don't know Algebra is a band from Switzerland that I love, and they were in 2019. Their album was one of my albums of the year. I think it was my number 2 album of the year. Amazing thrash metal band. Dead Brain Cells from Canada is supposed to be putting out a new album in 2022. I didn't know that, but that's really exciting. Obviously Megadeth. Nasty Savage is back. Holy shit, man. That's good. I mean, I don't know what that's going to be like, but I'm here for it, for whatever. Hold on. Aaron Rose, Old Head, do you like Suffocation? I do, but only their old stuff. My favorite album is Effigy of the Forgotten. That's their best album. It's an amazing album. I like Suffocation. But yeah, I'm kind of with you. Their newer stuff, I do like it, but I'm not excited about newer stuff. But there's a whole lot of bands that I will absolutely check out what they do when it comes out. And doesn't mean I'll necessarily like it. There were some releases this year that I didn't like, that I was excited to hear and then kind of disappointed with. So, hold on. Kuba brought up something important. I'm spilling beer, guys. Violence is going to release an EP too. Yes, they are. Now, I've said this before. The last thing that Violence got back together. Great band. All their shit's great. They came back together, and the first thing they release is, I think it was a Dead Kennedys cover. I think it was California Uber Alice, or was it Holiday in Cambodia? One of those two, but it was really bad. Like, I could not get over how bad it was. And so I'm ready to hear the new Violence EP, but holy crap, man. If that's any indication, then I probably will not like it. But you know what? There are albums that come out that I don't like, and most of the time you guys don't hear me talk about it, because my mom always said, don't say something if you don't got something nice to say, something like that. My mom never said that. Anyway, here's some more shit that's coming out. Sacred Reich. Apparently Sacred Reich are going to have a new album coming out. I think they're in the process of writing and demoing. I'm gonna say maybe. I would really hope so, because they're one of my favorite bands ever. Now, here's one that was on the list that I didn't know about. Testament. Is Testament already going to put out another album? I mean, I guess everybody's been, off the road because of COVID, so they've had time to write and maybe record and stuff. So maybe we'll get a new Testament. That would be fucking exciting. Vector. It's been a while since a Vector album came out, and so that's pretty exciting. Zentrix, UK thrash metal. Very excited about hearing any new Zentrix. Although, like, their last album was good, but it sounded very Zentrix-y. So it's like, it wasn't a surprise at all, but I did enjoy it. It just wasn't anything that blew me away. Demolition Hammer. What? Demolition Hammer are doing another album? When was their last one? Like 95, maybe? That's fucking exciting. Demolition Hammer fucking rule. And of course, last but not least, Defiance. Great thrash metal band who never put out a bad album. I think they only have 4, but they're all great. So I'm excited for another Defiance. Here's some other ones that maybe you guys will be interested in, but I'm not quite as excited about. Coroner, Dark Angel, Creator, Municipal Waste, Overkill, Razor, Sacrifice. Actually, New Sacrifice would be pretty sweet. Tankard, and of course, Violence. And so let me look in the comments here. Hey, Peace Frog, Happy New Year, mate. Hello, sir. How are you? Happy New Year. Thank you for being here. Let's see. Steven, what is your opinion on ultra-violence, switching styles, and going for a full-on metalcore sound? I personally like it a lot, but I know it's a Black Album type of change. Now, hold on. So, Ultraviolence is a band. Are they Swedish? I don't know. They're a thrash metal band. They were a thrash metal band, and then they came out with an album that was very metalcore, and I didn't like it. I don't, obviously, like, I'm a Black Album fan, and I will like any music if I feel songwriting quality is there. And I think with what they were doing, I appreciate the turn that they made, but I don't think the songs were good enough. And I mean, because I remember hearing the album when it came out. There was another band that did the same kind of thing, where they made was it Lost Society? Was that the other band that did the switch away from thrash? Anyway, they were, if you do that, that's fine, but just have something really good to back it up, but that's just my opinion. Who the fuck am I, you know? Anyway, so where are we here? Jen says, agree, never cover the dead Kennedys. Yeah, absolutely. Like, why would you even do that? Andy Fearnley says, Paul from Acid Rain will be releasing. Oh, yeah. Paul Chanter from Acid Rain is doing a project called Other, and his album will be coming out this year. And he says it's very much, I think he said it was more like a Perfect Circle kind of thing. And that's great. You know, like, I'm not a huge fan of them, but Paul is pretty much like the riff wise the guy behind a lot of the new Acid Rain shit, and I'm fully on board. He did like a GoFundMe or whatever it was for his album, and I put in my money, so I'm looking forward to whatever Paul has going on. All right, old head. Aaron Rose? Sorry. Do you like Hate Eternal? They're all right. My favorite album is I Monarch. That album is insane, and Derek Roddy is insane on the drums. I'm sure he is. I think Deftones. Yeah, Deftones might have an album coming out. The Violence cover was truly terrible. I'm glad that I'm not the only one. Nicholas Fisher, can't wait for more Overkill. Hopefully that'll be great. Let's see. Aaron, I don't know two things about Belphegor, so I can't help you there. I apologize, but there you go. There's a new Belphegor album coming out this month. Look at this. Somebody who's already a fan of supporting actor. Your song Beef was awesome and so heavy. Now, Beef is on my second EP that's called Government Name. And Beef was honestly my attempt at making a song. There's a band called Whores that I'm really into. And sometimes I channel bands that I love and try to make my own version of their song, and it always comes out not really sounding like them, so it works out. I actually heard Paul McCartney say the same thing. Paul McCartney said that he sits down and sometimes he thinks of an artist that he loves and he tries to write a song in their style, but it ends up coming out a Paul McCartney song, and I'm like, I feel like that's how I work too. Me and Paul, we're on the same level there. So so thank you, Kyle. Water Dive says, as a Dark Angel fan, I'm really looking forward to their new album, their first album in 2 days. Yeah, it's been a long time. I also heard Death Angel. Oh, are they? All right. I wasn't really big on the last Death Angel album, but I love Death Angel. So anything they put out, same thing with like bands like Flotsam and Jetsam and stuff like that. Like, I may not be as excited about what they're doing now, but I always love that they put new things out. Stevan says, loved Last Exhorter. I heard there's a new Exhorter coming out this year too. Fantastic guitar work throughout. I agree. The guitar work is great. Everything else about that album didn't really do anything for me, but that's just me. Vapor Dream says, when is the next supporting actor tour? Considering it's just me, never. Unless like some big ass record company comes out of the sky and some guy with a cigar says, you're going to be a star, boy. And then he gives me some fucking money and gives me a backing band. Maybe I'll do it then, but that's probably not going to happen, folks. Let's be honest. Let's see. Hold on. I'm trying to keep up here. Did I check out the new Enslaved EP? No, I'm not a big fan. But I'm sure it's good. A lot of the more extreme metal stuff, even the older bands that are putting out newer stuff, a lot of them, I hear the quality in it, but it doesn't really do anything for me. Let me see. All right. Vic, I'm going to get back to you on Headbangers Ball episodes. I'm trying to figure that out. That's a secret message right there. Holy shit. There will be a new album by the band Puya. Holy fuck. That they haven't done shit in a long time either. So Puya is I guess you could call them new metal. They'd be new metal-ish. But their first album, which I think was called Fundamental, is so good. And they literally do these things where they'll have this really aggressive new metalish style song, and then it'll go into like some sort of salsa type part. And I'm just like, that's Mr. Bungle level right there. So Puya's great. I'm very looking forward to that. The last thing that I have that's was literally just announced like an hour ago. There's a project called Envy of None. Maybe you haven't heard of it. Envy of None features the guitarist Alex Lifeson. That do anything for you? Used to be in a band called Rush. Kind of a big deal. But he has a new band called Envy of None, and they just tweeted on their Twitter account that they have new music coming on the 12th of this month. So I don't know if that's followed with an album release or whatever. I don't even know what the fuck it's going to sound like. I just know that Alex Lifeson is one of my favorite guitar players ever. So I'm looking forward to that. So yeah, hold on. So honestly, like I have this list of things to talk about. I'm at the end of it. So does Chill Dude, oh, you're from Puerto Rico also? Sweet, man. Yeah. So right now, if you guys Yo I Am Here was like, what? Holy shit. Is it for Alex Lifeson? Because yeah, he fucking rules. So anyway, now's the time where you guys ask questions. Any questions? About 2022, my plans for 2022, my thoughts on 2021. Ask me anything. I'm gonna at least stay here for another 20 minutes and for you make this round this out to an hour's worth of material for everyone that came here. But if you guys start asking a shitload of questions, I might say longer. I don't really know. All I know is that I'm drinking this beer. Yo I Am Here says, I thought Alex had hand issues with playing guitar. He may not be able to play to the extent that he did with a lot of Rush stuff, but he can clearly still play. So it might be a little more simplified. I don't really know. Hold on here. Do you know any underrated old school thrash bands in the style of Slammer, Testament, Metallica? I mean, yeah, a lot. That I did a series of videos called Bands You Should Know over here on YouTube, and I did a lot of thrash metal bands. So if you're talking about Slammer, Testament, and Metallica, I'll have to get back to you on that because there's a lot of good bands that have that same sort of vibe. I know what you're going for there, and honestly, that's a vibe that I really like. So Teddy Spaghetti Night Massacre, is that Astro's beer? It's the Crawford Bock, because I live in Houston, and this is a local brewery, Carbach Brewery, and it's their Crawford Bock. I am not a baseball fan or a sports fan. I am a beer fan, and I will try local beer no matter what it is. So Aaron Rose, I hope that 2022 will be good. Me too. Not just for me, but for all of you out there. Forbidden? Is there supposed? Oh, Forbidden. Yes, Forbidden. I'm pretty sure Kuba knows Forbidden. Like that's definitely one to listen to. Are you into the Dead? I mean, Grateful Dead? No, not at all. I don't like when it comes to 70s music. Aerosmith and Rush, some Pink Floyd, Otis Redding. That's 60s. My 70s music doesn't go very far unless you get to the end of the 70s when you have shit like Sex Pistols and Van Halen and stuff. No, the Grateful Dead, obviously they're a great band because why would they not be if people like fucking follow them around going to all their shows? So they gotta be great. I saw the word Water Dive 122. I heard Bionic Swarm by Cryptosis. I really enjoyed it. The last track in the album sounds like late Dark Angel with Leaf Scars and Time Does Not. I mean, I've heard a lot of comparisons to other bands from Cryptosis, but Cryptosis, for those of you who did not see my top 10 of the year, Cryptosis was my number 3, and they fucking rule. Whiplash, Atrophy, are those other good bands? Are we continuing on the question? Other thrash metal bands. What beer? Drunken Metalhead Musing. What beer? This beer. What? That beer is great. Yes, thank you. I mean, I didn't make it, but yeah. Aaron Rose says, going to be 18 this year. You're going to be legal. You can vote. And other exciting things. All right. So happy birthday this year, if I don't get to say it to you later. Let's see. This is an interesting question, but I don't have much to say on it. Have a collection of music-related art. Do you own anything? And if so, what's your favorite piece? Honestly, I don't. My walls are, you can't see them, but I don't have a lot. I don't like putting things on the wall very much. This thing back here is an original Fudge Tunnel poster from back in 1992 or 93 maybe. That's really the only thing that I have, because most of the time posters and artwork end up getting damaged in my experience, and so I don't really have much. Drunken Metalhead Musings, cheers to enjoying local craft beer. Yeah, I'm all about supporting the local breweries here whenever I can. This month you're going to be 18. Fuck yeah, man. All right. What are your thoughts on Candlemas? They're fine. Not really my thing. I like some stuff. Let's see. Chill Dude says new Shadow of Intent sounds promising. I don't know that band, so maybe I'll have to give them a chance. All right. Jane Poulion, old head. I have a hot take. All right. I think nowadays that metal is getting too dark and too much of the same sound. I think they need to go back to the goofy but different gimmick. Any thoughts? All right, I do have a thought on that. I think that you're right and you're wrong, because there is too much of an emphasis on being brutal and heavy and fast all the time. But on the same side of the coin, if you really search, you're going to find that every single year about 100 thrash metal albums that are all about pizza and beer and being a thrash metal band, they all come out the same year. So the goofiness is still there, and it's just as boring as the bands that are just like, we have to be brutal all the time. So, yeah, it's a good point, though. Protector is a good underrated thrash band. I don't know if I know that band. Protector. Are they newer? Are they new? They might be newer. Water Dive. Did you hear that Geddy Lee and Alex Lifeson of Rush were making their Canadian Golden Ale beer? I do know this. Because I found I'm not able to get it in America yet, and I'm really bummed out. But hopefully one day I will. Let's see. I know you made Kingmaker. Hello. I know you made a podcast episode a while back about your favorite albums, but what's some of your favorite EPs? I actually did a video on my favorite EPs. Search it on my page. But honestly, like just off the top of my head, Garage Days Revisited by Metallica is one of my favorite EPs. I love the I'm the Man EP by Anthrax. More recently, I really like the Despicable EP from Carcass. There's a handful of them, but yeah, I can't really think of them all right now. But I do have some favorite EPs. Let's see. Well, I don't know what this means. I know you've Kirchut Gomen. Is that a song? Did I do a reaction to that? But have you heard any other songs by Trivium? Honestly, after hearing that one Trivia song, I had no no desire to hear any more Trivium. It's fine though. It's fine. I'm gonna start skipping over some things. Oh, come on. Porkins, who's the subject of the next Cranked and Ranked? Come on. I'm not gonna give that away. Let's just say it's a band. Let's see. Just listen to Tankard if you love beer. I know. Yeah, absolutely. Water Dive says, my favorite EP is Dungeons Are Calling by Savatage. All right, awesome. Hold on. All right, hold on. We're digging into the greatest hits box of Karbach. You guys are going to help me decide what beer I should have next. So we have 3 to choose from. One is the Southern Wheat Belgian style ale. Then we have Hopadillo, which is an IPA. And then third, we have Love Street, which is a blonde type thing. So which one should I do? Blonde, wheat, or IPA? Come on, everybody. Blonde, wheat, or IPA? What do we got? Let's do this. I'm waiting. Somebody tell me what to drink. Always the blonde, says Jens. All right, because you were first, I've had 2 blonde, 3 votes for blonde. All right, so we're trying Love Sweet. I've never tried this beer before. You're here to experience it with me. A lot of firsts tonight, right? All right, here we go. Cheers, everybody. Yeah. This is a great brewery. I've never had a beer from Karbach that I didn't like. I'm not being paid by them. I should be. All right, cool. Let's go back to the comments here. We got about 15 minutes left if I decide to wrap it up at 8. All right, hold on. I'm getting lost. There's a lot. I love this, that there's a lot of these. Andy Fear and Lee, chug 'em all. Yes, chug 'em all. Absolutely. All right. Drunken Metalhead Musing says Jar of Flies is my favorite EP. Any love for Alice in Chains? Yeah, I did an Alice in Chains, 2 Alice in Chains ranking. One on my own, one for Cranked and Ranked. They're one of my favorite bands. I love Jar of Flies. I think I like Sap more than Jar of Flies. Just because when it came out, it was a really big deal for me, because I'm like, this band is like a fucking rock band. They did this amazing acoustic EP. Like it blew my mind at the time. But Jar of Flies is also amazing. So, hold on. Teddy Spaghetti Night Massacre says Hopadillo is no bueno. All right. Well, I mean, we'll see. I'm not very picky when it comes to beer. Because normally I drink really cheap beer, like the cheapest beer. Like people at bars used to hate me because I would walk into a new bar that I didn't know, and I'd go up to the bartender and go, "What's the cheapest thing you got?" And they would always roll their eyes like, one of you. You're probably not going to tip me either. But then they would soon find out that I buy the cheapest beer that they have, but I tip them $1 every beer that I get. So that's how I do. That's how I roll. I haven't been to a bar in fucking ages, but who the fuck has anyway? All right, hold on. Oh, this is a good one. My favorite EP has always been Irony is a Dead Scene by Dillinger Escape Plan. Yes! Yeah, that's Mike Patton with Dillinger Escape Plan. That is a fucking great EP. Honestly, the first like 3 or 4 things that Dillinger Escape Plan put out, I like everything they put out, but the first 3 or 4, 2 albums in the EP and that third album, like, yeah, great shit. Hold on. Childu says favorite pop album from 2021. I don't really listen to pop music, so I don't really have an opinion. Yeah, it's not. It's pretty rare that a pop song or album will come onto my radar and I'll really like it. But maybe this year, maybe 2022 is the year. Oh, it's another good one. Nine Inch Nails Broken might be my favorite EP. That's fucking great, man. Jimmy Page says Porcupine Tree is releasing a new record too. Do you care about them? I don't know a lot about them, but they're progressive rock or progressive metal or something like that, which means that they could go either way with me. I could really be into them or not like them at all. But I will, because I know I've heard their name a lot. Aaron Rose, Old Head, have you heard of Cryptopsy? Yeah. What was it? Did they do None So Vile? None So Vile is a fucking great album. Brutal death metal band from the 90s. Yeah. Do they? Yeah, I like that band. See, when it comes to death metal, so like I say things like I'm not really into a lot of extreme metal, but the shit that came out in the late 80s and the early 90s, that's, I was a young teenager, and I remember around 1992, 93, all of a sudden finding all of these bands, like, first it was like Obituary and Cannibal Corpse, and then, Morbid Angel and Deicide, and then eventually it became Carcass and Gorguts and Atheists and all of these bands, and like everything, and Cryptopsy was one of them. Cynic, like new Cynic album is really good too. Didn't make my top 10, but I really like the new Cynic album. But all of these bands from that fucking era, I just think all of that shit was so good. And so, yeah, that Cryptopsy album is that even how you say it? Cryptopsy? It's a weird name. Hold on. I listened to the new Turnstile album a few times. Is that pop? No, that would be alternative. It's like alternative music. I liked the new Turnstile. Didn't make my top 10, but I liked it. Pop. When I think pop, I think of like Taylor Swift and shit. Water Dive, what did you think about Senjutsu? There was an episode of Old Bollocks that I do with Howard H. Smith from Acid Rain, and we talked about how much we were disappointed by Senjutsu. So that's all I'm going to say. Hold on. I saw something I got to get to. Favorite local Houston band right now? I don't know. So here's the thing. Hold on. Universally Estranged and Malignant Alti. I'm gonna write down these names because I'm all about trying to throw some love at some local bands, but they're not on my radar. Universally Estranged. You guys should see how shitty my handwriting is. Malignant Ultra? Fuck, I don't know. It's funny because there's a literally brand new metal group in Houston that's called Labyrinth, and I follow them on Instagram mostly because like their logo looked pretty cool, and I was like, oh, these are really young guys and they're just getting their shit going. So I almost like want to be there for the beginning of it, even if I don't end up liking what they end up putting out. There's that thing where I'm like, well, they say they're a thrash metal band and they're from Houston, so I'm gonna like follow them and see where they go. But yeah, I haven't had a chance to really get out and see local bands in Houston because of the pandemic. But eventually I'd like to start going to see some local bands and supporting local Houston bands. But you know, eventually that'll happen. Andy Fearnley, favorite box set over recent times, the fucking Black Album box set, because it's just like chock full of fucking everything, and I love that album. So yeah. Hold on. What do you think about Blood Incantation, Gorephilia, and such? Aren't them new death metal bands just so overproduced? So I don't really. They are kind of overproduced, but my problem with a lot of those more recent death metal bands, most recent death metal bands, and I've said this before. Sorry if I bore anybody with the shit I've said before, but it seems like they have some relatively okay riffs that sound kind of reminiscent of old shit, and everybody seems to be doing the same thing, where they turn up the reverb to everything's drenched in reverb, and then the vocalist is never a good death metal vocalist. They're always a dude that has to go, and that's it. Like there's no character to the vocals. And so it's bland death metal band after bland death metal band. And Blood Incantation is one of those. Although they do have some cool riffs. But once again, if you don't have a good death metal vocalist, you should not start a death metal band. Do not start a death metal band if you don't have a great, unique vocalist. That's it. That's my 2 cents. Also, there's a thing that's been happening a lot where thrash bands also can't find good vocalists. And so what do? They label themselves as death thrash, because now they make thrash metal only with a vocalist just going with no character to his voice whatsoever. And that bums me out. I'm not opposed to yelling and screaming, but just have your own unique take on it. That's all I want in 2022. That's it. All right, there we go. Hold on, let's keep going. All right. Fucking shit, man. Thank you all for being here, by the way. Like that, I love that there's all these. Look, oh shit. Stefan Koitek, hello from Germany. Hello, sir. How do you say hello in German? Guten Tag? That's probably good morning, right? I don't know a lot of different languages. No, hola in Spanish. Anybody speak Spanish out there? Favorite Canadian rock / metal bands: Rush and Voivod. Who else is from Canada? Dead Brain Cells is from Canada. Propagandhi is from Canada. I love them too. There's a lot of good bands from Canada, but I'm a very big Rush fan. Any love for Haken or Carnival? I don't really know them, so the answer is probably no. Because there's so many bands that albums come out, and I'll go and listen to the first couple tracks, and then I will just go, all right, not for me. And the fact that I recognize their names mean that they're probably both those bands. But don't listen to me. I am not an expert. Like that's the thing, is I started this channel just because I love talking about music so much. And luckily you guys like listening to me talk about music, but I've never claimed to be an expert or to be an opinion that you should even take seriously. I'm just being honest about the things that I love, and I share the things that I love. That's why I don't do reviews most of the time about things that I don't like, because there's so much fucking negativity out there. We don't need any more. So there you go. There you go. All right, yeah, Turnstile's fucking awesome. Pop is Adele, Pink, etc. Yeah, Adele. See, like things like Adele. Adele's an amazing singer. Do I want to listen to her music? Not really. So, pop's not really my thing. So I can't really say anything about it. I can't talk shit about things like country music or pop music or like classical or jazz, because it's all music that I hear and I go, I don't really want to listen to this. So my opinion is absolutely null and void. It doesn't matter. I just don't listen to it. So, okay, hold on. Andy, check out Thrasher Wolf from the UK. I've heard them. They were on a compilation, but I've heard them before. But yeah, they're the newer thrash. It's really hard to get past my my checklist of things that I need from a new thrash band. All right, hey, Faceless Melancholy, hello. Good to see you. Good to see you too. I'm glad that you're here. The chairman is here, ladies and gentlemen. The chairman has arrived. I don't know who that is, but I love that the chairman is here. It's this chairman, so it's more than one man. It's chairman. Merman. Anyway, good evening from Virginia. Hell yeah. All right. See, I love this. I love that all these different people are here right now. Aaron Rose says, most brutal death metal rip-off Suffocation and Devourment. Do you agree with me? Their old head slam sounds are so boring. Yeah, I mean, yeah, but so I'm really conflicted when it comes to that kind of thinking, because sure, I don't like listening to a lot of these newer thrash or death metal bands because some of it seems so derivative of things from the past and not done as well. But at the same time, how much further can you go? Like, there's not a whole lot of room. Things have already been done, so things are already going to sound like something else. And so I don't really fault bands for having a sound that sounds really similar to other bands. I just want them to try to do something unique with it within that. That's why I'm so crazy about vocalists being interesting, because just give me something interesting. I don't care if it's new. Just have me go, oh, that's cool. It doesn't have to be new. I don't care. All right. Let's see. The German word for hello is hallo. That's not real, is it? Hallo? All right, Jimmy Page, back to Porcupine Tree. Anesthetize. Woo! I've had too many of these for that. It features an Alex Lifeson solo too. Well, shit. That's all I need. Porcupine Tree. I'm going to try to get into them. Maybe we'll do a Cranked and Ranked Porcupine Tree, because I don't think that Eddie is into them either. So maybe we'll have to do that. Okay, Vic asks, what do you do for a living? If you don't mind me asking, you mentioned you work in a Best Buy as a youngster. I did. My very first job when I was 17 was at a Best Buy. I don't mind you asking, but I will not talk about what I do for a living because that's what I do. And I don't want my YouTube to conflict with what I do for a living. Let's just say that I have a job that's the best job I've ever had in my life. And it allows me time to do things like this. So there you go. That's all I'm going to say. Redwood Boy asks, favorite band out of the Bay Area ever? Okay. The answer is Metallica, but I realize that they did not start in the Bay Area. If you're talking about bands that started in the Bay Area, and that is what's my favorite band, then I'm going to have to go with Testament for my favorite Bay Area band. There's a lot of great Bay Area bands, but man, I love Testament. Great fucking band. But Metallica is my favorite band of all time. I know some people think that's fucking lame, but I love everything Metallica have ever done, including Saint Anger, including Lulu. I just did a video on Lulu. Everybody go watch it. But Testament, if you're talking about bands that started there, Testament would be that band. Let's see. Jens says, try Moin in northern Germany. Moin. Okay. All right. I like that. Thoughts on Heathen's new album, Empire of the Blind. I heard some of it. It's fine. Heathen's a good band. Let's see. The chairman says, I'm just one person. YouTube wouldn't allow me to do the name in singular without a whole bunch of numbers next to it. So all you had to do is become chairman, and then you're all good. Yo, I'm here says, have you heard any stuff by the band Bloodprint? I think that I have. They're all teenagers, and I'm curious if you've heard or liked anything by them. I don't remember, so I could go either way, but the name sounds familiar. Blind Guardian also releasing an album this year. There you go. For those of you who were late, I read through a list of new shit that's supposed to be coming out in 2022. Let's just do a quick rundown. Corpse Grinder, Korn, Napalm Death, Once Human, Voivod, Algebra, Anthrax, Dead Brain Cells, Megadeth, Nasty Savage, Sacred Reich, Testament, Vector, Zentrix, Demolition Hammer, Defiance, Coroner, Dark Angel, Creator, Municipal Waste, Overkill, Razor, Sacrifice, Tankard, Violence, and other things. Radford Boy, hello from the Bay Area. Hello, sir. That's fucking sweet, man. That seems like a nice area to grow up. I don't know. I had to live in Austin. I live in Texas, which is even Austin. Like Austin's supposed to be cool. It's not. Let's see. Stevan, is there a recent thrash release by an established band that you consider a modern classic? Yeah, there's a few here and there. The one that comes to mind right now is the last album from Acid Rain from the UK. They literally were gone for like 25, 27 years, came back with a new album, and they did the perfect blend of still maintaining the thrash sound, but also sounding very modern. And it's an album that I still consistently listen to like 2 years after it came out. So I'd go with the new Acid Rain album, which is called The Age of Entitlement. There are other ones too. There are other thrash bands that put out great albums, but I don't know about thrashy. Because even with Testament, I like the last Testament album a lot, but some of it's thrash. But all the best bands end up moving on where there's a little bit of thrash and other things as well. So I don't know. Let's see. Shadows Fall Reunited. I think they're an underrated metalcore band. Hopefully they put out a new album. Hopefully so. I guess you don't like Municipal Waste. I like the album The Art of Partying. Honestly, I like everything I've heard about Municipal Waste, but their stuff, it doesn't seem like there's been much of a progression from their first album. They just do kind of similar stuff every single album, which I guess is fine because they kind of have that DRI vibe going on, and DRI kind of did similar albums, and I like all those, so I don't know. All right. Jen says, sure, we say hello. Strange but true. All right, cool. I like learning how to say hello in different languages. Vic asks, are you into black metal? No, not really. Chill Dude on the Couch. Metallica is my favorite band as well. They got me into metal. Yeah, awesome. The band that got me into metal was probably Anthrax back in the late 80s, early 90s. Same here, Metallica for life. I'm all about the Metallica love. Nicholas Fisher, I bet Texas is cooler than Northern Michigan. I seriously doubt it, dude. I don't know a lot about Michigan in general, but I don't know. It's pretty bad. Aaron Rose says, do you know what I mean by tin can snare? You probably don't, but when I hear about the snare tone, it reminds me of brutal death metal. I don't know why, but the tin can snare is used so much in slam now. At first, I thought you were talking about Saint Anger, but I know what you mean. The drum sound is a really big problem with me on modern metal albums because it does have that snare. The drums are always way too loud, and the kick drum, it's almost like they took all of the bass tone out of it, and it's just clicky sounds, and I don't like it. Vic says, do you know Austin Public Access show Raw Time from the 90s? Absolutely I do. I watched that religiously back in the day. Dave Pruitt, who's the guy that did Raw Time, and he did another show called Capsize in Austin. He was a big deal to me growing up because I was one of those kids that I didn't want to watch anything on TV. I kind of feel the same way, besides like movies and the occasional show. I always want to be watching music videos and listening to music. And when I was growing up, I always wanted to hear new music and hear different music. And for things that were kind of like on the fringe, like music videos that MTV wouldn't play, or heavier stuff or weird stuff, like Raw Time was the place to go for that. So I would always watch Raw Time, and that was a fucking great show. And Dave Pruitt does a Raw Time channel on YouTube. Look up Raw Time. And he posts old shit they used to do, and sometimes he posts some live videos of local bands and stuff like that, but he's still out there. Dave's out there still doing shit. All right, here we go. Here we go, everyone. Here we go. It's already after 8. I'll stay here for a little bit longer. Here we go. You ready? Did you like the latest Exodus album? Personally, I really didn't like it due to it feeling repetitive and samey, but do you like it? No. No. Here's my review of the new Exodus album. The guitar tones are great. The performances are good. Everybody plays their instruments very well. There are some cool riffs. But the amount of times that I cringed during the album, man, it is... if it was a different band, I probably wouldn't be so hard on it. But it's Exodus. And it's... Man, it is... I was really disappointed. It's like a very well done, kind of okay album. And Exodus is much better than that. So there you go. That's my 2 cents. Sorry for those of you who really... I know a lot of people really like that album. I did not. All right. Jake the Metal Snake. Hello, sir. Hey there. Hello. Chip Rodman. Hello. What is your favorite Limp Bizkit album? Significant Other is my favorite Limp Bizkit album. I like all their albums, really. Some more than others, but I like Significant Other. Vic, do you know Ween? I do know Ween. Some of their stuff's cool. Some of their stuff I'm not really that into. They're just one of those bands. What is it? What is Stefan? What 45 seconds of crying baby ain't for you? I don't know. I don't know what that's referring to. But hold on. I'm gonna wrap this up pretty soon. But thank you all for being here. Hold on. Let me go back to some other questions here. Aaron Rose, the first death metal band I ever got into was Suffocation, great band. Then Devourment, then Morbid. Weird bands begin with though, and I can't get that Saint Anger snare out of my head. I don't care. Like honestly, that's become a character of the album that I really like, because there's no album that sounds like Saint Anger, and I love it. Good night, Chairman. See you soon. Thank you for being here. Peace Frog says, I haven't listened to the new Exodus yet, which is weird because I love Exodus. The singles were all just kind of boring. Yeah, that's how I felt too. I wish they'd spread their wings a little more. I absolutely agree. It's got to be really hard to be in a band like Exodus or Overkill, because the metal community, for the most part, seem to really want the same thing over and over again. And if you don't do the same thing, then there's a backlash. And so I'm not saying that Exodus are doing cookie cutter shit, because there's clearly an effort there. It just wasn't. It just didn't connect in a really disappointing way. So, all right. What do we do? Aaron Rose, Saint Anger around my neck. He never gets respect. I think I've messed up the lyrics. No, you didn't. I think that's right. He never gets respect. Yeah, Saint Anger. Great fucking song. All right. Jake the Metal Snake. I've recently gotten very busy in life and I've lost my place in the metal world, it seems. It happens. Come on, man. Any releases you would recommend in the past month? The past month? No. I don't know about the past month. I would, if you haven't heard it, the latest album from Cryptosis. It's called Bionic Swarm. Amazing album. If you haven't heard the new Carcass album, which is called Torn Arteries, I recommend that as well. All right. Yo-Am here says, thanks so much, Steven. Hope you do more streams like these. Very fun. Here's to a kick-ass 2022. Thank you very much. I'm not going to do a whole lot by myself. I don't really like doing these by myself, but I will be doing more, hopefully, with the Barbecutioner from Chromium Dioxide, and obviously more shit with Eddie Sparks, just because, he's my dude. All right. Faceless Melancholy, how do you feel about the band Havoc? I love them. Yeah, I like them too. Apparently the album that I love, which is called Conformicide, is an album that a lot of Havoc fans didn't really like, but I think it's the best thing they ever did. And then the last album they put out has a lot of really good shit, but it didn't have the staying power that Conformicide did. But when it comes to modern thrash, Havoc's one of the better bands, in my opinion. All right, cool. We're at a point here where I think that I can sign off. But I want to thank you all very much for being here. If you got here late, one thing I want to say is I have merch. You can go to oldhead.myspreadshop.com, and I have all kinds of merch. This merch for Old Head, merch for Cranked and Ranked. There's a lot of shit there, so go check it out. If you purchase some shit, I would love it. And then also my music project Supporting Actor. Watch this when it replays, and you can hear 30 seconds of one of the new songs I'll be putting out this year. But other than that, 2022, I'm going to continue to do the shit that I do. Thank you very much for supporting me in 2021, and those of you who were here back in the beginning. But yeah, I appreciate it. I appreciate you all being here. I was a little bit weary of doing this live stream by myself, but I love that you guys were here. Thank you for the questions. Thank you for everything. You guys are amazing. I hope everybody has an amazing 2022. And I will, I'll see you guys very soon. Another video coming out. I don't know when the next one's coming out, but it will be very soon. And more Cranked and Ranked coming, not this coming week, but the week after. Cool. Thank you for being here. Good night, everyone. I love you. I will see you all again very soon. Bye.